I'm Fist.
I'm not so Fist.
And we're the Bro Fist. Welcome to Bro Fist Activate. I'm Pat.
And I'm Stubbie.
And we are blatantly plagiarizing other stuff on the internet.
Soon to be in a jail near you.
Okay, so Stubbie and I, being massive Devil May Cry fans that we are,
yeah, for many years.
Striking from the record, Devil May Cry 2.
What Devil May Cry 2?
Yeah.
There was Devil May Cry, then there was Devil May Cry 3, and then there was Devil May Cry 4.
And now, to try and prove itself, we have the reimagined DmC.
Yes, but I'm going to call it DmC until it proves itself that it is worthy of the name Devil May Cry.
Now, before we start playing, I'm going to mention this. I am, I can't speak for Stubbie, but I'm a massive Devil May Cry fan. People who know me know that. They know I finished each and every game, even the horrible number 2 that we shall not speak of.
You are a stronger man than I, sir.
Several dozen times over. And when I first saw the first trailer for this, I was like, the fuck? Like, seriously, they took, squeaky, 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 squeaky. Yeah, sorry, shutting the window.
Indeed.
They took one of what is in my opinion one of the greatest video game characters and turned him into emo kid that smokes and has, you know, a rebellious streak. That was the first trailer.
See, the main thing that I hated about it all was the way that the developer kept on saying, "Oh, it's a reboot," but it's not. It's a retelling of the story, but it's a prequel.
Yeah,
they
already had the prequel. It was called Devil May Cry 3.
Exactly, and that's just like well, you're one or the other.
I'm treating it as a reimagining. I think I'll enjoy it more that way. But
well, so this is the thing, though. The latest thing that I have heard about it, because I still have not played this demo until as we do it now, but I heard that it's a retelling of the story, but set today, like contemporary. So technically, it is a reboot. But it's
not
actually considered a prequel because Devil May Cry 1 and 3 didn't really happen of a time, I don't think. Did they? I don't think they had a year attached to them.
No,
I
they
don't
didn't
think
have a time period. No.
I could be wrong about that, but they were made in a way that was timeless.
Well, it wasn't actually even meant to be in, like, our Earth. Like, the places used in them aren't real places.
No.
They're based on real places, but they're not real places.
Oh, come on, man. Everyone goes to hell for, like, you know, lunch.
Yeah, well, in saying that, the next trailer came out, which we saw a bit more of Dante's personality, and I say Dante with quotation marks because he's very different. And it was very much the cheeky Dante that they've established in Devil May Cry 3 and 4.
Yeah, the awesome, smart aleck.
So yeah, and now this comes along. This game isn't coming out until next year, 2013. January, I believe, for us. I'm not sure about America and Japan.
I think it's actually a pretty close worldwide date.
Okay. Well, as Grant said, neither of us have played this demo. We literally just downloaded it this morning.
We're doing it on a standard def so you people can see it too, so...
Yeah. And we're basically, it's a vanilla playthrough. We're going to give our thoughts on it as we go along. I'm going to be playing, and we'll see how it goes. Checking for existing save data.
On a demo? Really?
Well, you got to think too, it saves it, because from what I understand, there are 2 missions, and then when you finish those missions, it unlocks the harder version of those missions, like the game. So, like, as you and I discussed earlier, Capcom's, like, between Resident Evil 6, Dragon's Dogma actually had a pretty big one too.
Yeah.
The demos are really going all out. This, for instance, it only came out a couple of days ago. It's 1.3 gig, which for those of you with a 4 gig Xbox means sacrifices. So yeah, you can start with Human, Devil, and that's a new mode. I'm assuming it's hard. Then there's Ultra Hard.
Son of
then if it's going to be anything like Devil May Cry 4 and Devil May Cry 3, there's going to be Heaven or Hell, where everything dies in one shot except for you.
Yep.
Then Hell or Hell mode, where everything dies in one shot, including you.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like in typical Devil May Cry fashion, there's obviously going to be quite a few. We'll start off on Devil Hunter, which is the standard. Okay, that's a pretty sick load screen.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, that was pretty damn cool. Okay, this is really reminding me of Spider-Man Web of Shadows, which is by far my favourite Spider-Man game.
Yeah. Actually, I'm getting a lot of Darksiders, actually.
Ooh, yeah. I think probably the Seifeld. It's V for Vendetta.
Yes.
I want to play a game.
Is that they are disgusting, degrading, and generally nauseating.
Wow, that dude's head
The
is
worst
ugly.
of them is Dante. The whole world would benefit greatly by his non-existence.
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm with an organization called The Order. Heard of it?
Something to do with that masked freak on the net.
Okay, so I'm going to assume this is a much
Wonderful. Can't wait.
more abridged version of the opening cutscene.
My name is Virgil.
It's
You don't remember me.
You're my brother.
Your twin brother. I've been looking for you for a long time now.
why does he look like an American Hollywood?
9 millennia ago, one demon rose through the ranks to take power over the dark hordes. The strongest, cruelest. Mundus.
So, Mundus killed our mom.
Well, Mundus was the big bad guy in Devil May
We're
Cry
the
1.
offspring of angels and demons.
Demon father, angel mother. We are Nephilim. The only ones that can slay the Demon King.
Okay, well there's a change right there because their mother was human in the original games. So
Okay, well, yeah.
it's different. I have to admit the frame rate's quite nice. It doesn't seem to be stuttering at all. It's running quite smoothly.
That looks like a chick from Borderlands.
Actually, she looks like she's trying to be an assassin. I swear if she stabs that guy.
It'll kill you. Ah, come on. Yeah, they dragged me into limbo.
Okay, so
It's Inception!
yeah, so the
The
controls
camera's
are fairly
behind you.
familiar.
They must have been looking out for you. You'll have to take it out.
I'm like getting a flashback to like
I'm not safe here.
Then go.
what's it called? Silent Hill. Like the whole world kind of changing around you, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, let's hope that that's where the similarities end because Silent Hill, the last, like, 4 of them have been shit. Is it responsive?
Yeah, it is actually. Like it's obviously digging the music too.
Well, they've always had, like, that kind of industrial
Rocky
punk,
sort of-
metal kind of...
I'm actually quite enjoying this. The gameplay is quite nice. It's smooth, it's responsive. The enemies definitely look a lot more like
Terrible.
we're gonna
Like,
yeah, like it's much more of a like what you'd picture demons to be. Like I love Devil May Cry 4, don't get me wrong, but those sack things were freaky, but nothing on these guys. Like
I love Devil May Cry 4's enemies. I thought the weird mannequin kind of style.
yeah, it really reminded me of number 1 actually. Whoa, that was cool.
I gotta say, like, the graphics are integrated well. One thing that with all the Devil May Cries is that the characters, like the people you can interact with, and the world itself have always looked very different.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can sort of tell where the things that you can kill are, but everything kind of melts together
you know
well.
what? For us, like we're playing it in standard definition just for the ease of recording at the moment.
And it actually is holding really well.
Not just that, it looks nice in standard def. I can only imagine what this is going to look like on
Like
HD.
I think we're gonna have to give it a run through the HDMI cable after this.
Yeah, like once we're done.
Wow.
But-
I've got to say,
that's actually really cool. Did you see that? See, like, because we're in limbo at the moment,
yeah.
it's kind of flashing to the real world.
that is pretty damn cool.
There's a lot of polish in this, and even for a demo, like... Okay, this is really Castlevania.
Oh wow, it really is! Oh, dude. That's one thing I've got to say, probably one of the most underrated games of all time is that Castlevania Lords of Shadow. That game was amazeballs.
very long too.
And this, actually, that sort of brings me back to that whole, you know, me not liking
dude.
reviewers. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, hello Duke Nukem.
Okay, I have the scythe now, apparently. Well, this axe thing, whatever it was.
You just swap.
Yeah.
Oh. Shit!
Whoa.
We
Someone
got some
doesn't know
Alice
anything.
Madness up in here.
The city itself is trying to stop you.
Great.
Virgil sent me the camera locations for this area. Best to avoid
Okay.
it if we can.
I am now getting one bad vibe. She's reminding me a lot of Prince of Persia 4.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hopefully you don't have to hold her hand.
She just seems to be a bit of like a...
Copper key. What's the color of a 2-cent piece? Copper, copper.
Definitely a meteor weapon.
Are you actually changing those?
Okay, so this is a bit of a different gameplay mechanic. Like, to my knowledge, I don't think those style systems they've had in Devil May Cry 3 and 4 are going to be in this. Like, you know, the gunslinger, the sword
Yeah.
master and that. But, like, say for standard, I've got my guns. Right? And then it changes into a whip when I hold the triggers.
Okay.
Right? And obviously it looks like it's used in different ways. But then if you hold the triggers, the sword, if I hold my left trigger, it becomes a scythe. And if you hold the right trigger, it becomes this axe thing. It's pretty boss.
Is it a hold or does it toggle?
No, like, I'm holding that down. So I think they're doing it so that you can seamlessly integrate into new weapons like that. I actually quite like that, actually. I actually quite like that, actually, yeah. Great use of the English.
Sort of, actually, that's moving a little into Bayonetta area, isn't it?
Well,
But,
I
like,
mean,
that's nothing wrong with that. Bayonetta was cool.
Bayonetta is Devil May Cry, let's be honest.
Of course, yeah, just with boobs. But, like, okay, that was sick. I like that picture. Can you do the devil grab? Apparently not.
Okay, so we're not going that way. At least not yet.
What the
That was
hell?
pretty cool.
Nicely done, girls.
And I like how, like, you know the red orbs that you collect? They get, like, creepier and creepier in every game.
The first one, it had, like, this kind of, like, a bit of an upset face. The second one, whilst shit game though it was, the faces kind of looked a little bit angry. And then,
Okay, that didn't work.
like, DmC 3, those orbs just looked like they were tortured.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrific faces.
Alright, so we got like a horrified cherub thing going there. Oh, so you got like the Devilbringer thing, so you can actually pull in enemies with that whip as well. Oh, now that was cool.
Okay.
That was pretty boss.
I think this game is going to be very much a case of Metroid Other M. The gameplay is going to be absolutely sensational. The story is what's going to make it entertaining.
I don't know. Like, I mean, if it's got a good story, I think it'll hold up very well. I think it's really trying to be its own game, but at the same time be a Devil May Cry game. Personally, like, that's how I'm seeing it.
I think you're giving it a little bit too much credit.
I think...
Don't get me wrong. I'm even just watching this. I think this game looks absolutely amazingly good fun.
I think I'm going to reserve my complete judgment until I've played through the full game, which I have full intent of doing.
Dude. Yeah.
But I like the kind of...
Oh, okay, that was awesome.
I like the kind of
Dude.
gore factor to it it's got now.
Like I said, I'm still actually like really happy with how integrated the graphics all are. The environment and the character graphics actually meld together really well.
Yeah, dude, I'm like loving the combat right now. Like this whole toggle system that they're doing where you can switch between the weapons is so much nicer than what they've done
There you
before.
are.
Here I am.
This isn't good.
Why does he look like Andrew Garfield?
It's the
It does a
walls.
little bit, doesn't it?
Get out of here.
Whoa.
Ah, shit. Missed it.